think we're live, so let's play this again. Let me play this great video again that I just made recently that reminds you to subscribe and follow me on all the social media I am on. And the stream has started, but people are asking me if I'm here. Hello Moxvolix in the chat. I hope everything can be heard and be seen. So I just checked out if this kind of the text size is visible in my standard 720p resolution. So what we are doing now, and if you are out of the loop, then let me remind you, not here but here, that whatever we are doing now is so let's start. Let me start. What we are doing here is the refactoring of the OpenSuspect code and refactoring it in a way that's a little more close to our final goals, because the original one that we were doing, we kind of didn't really know in the beginning where we are going to go with all the code, so we needed to do something about it, and this is my fork, you can see here, but let me go back to the original one in the OpenSuspect repository. And welcome everyone in the chat, welcome Aditya and welcome Kakmikarb. So this is the GitHub page for the OpenSuspect, and you can see this is a new repository called OpenSus. This is where we started putting the refactored code, and there are a few things that are going on, but what I want to show you is the issues that, so we have a few things that we need to re-implement and implement from scratch now, and there are a few things that we already have done. And so this one, it's practically finished, and the character appearance menu is almost done. It's done by Moxvolix, and this is done by me. And the item system, Second Real 2 said that he has some good ideas for that, so he will be working on that. Oh, and thank you for thanking me, I guess. So you're welcome. People like my art networking video. That is my most popular video. Yeah, so the color pickers are still not done in this appearance menu, so that's what is missing from Moxvolix's work. My job is almost done, so I already made a pull request, which you can check out here. So this pull request is, well, it's approved by Moxvolix, but I wanted, maybe someone else will check this out. I opened it only 4 days ago, so maybe, you know, someone just did not have the time to take a look at that, so I'll let people look at that. And so this is also my work. I did this in to enhance, or not enhance, but to modify the code that Moxvolix was working on for the character, what is it called? The character appearance menu. And so if we take a look at how the main branch looks now, we can just run this, I guess. And let me just put this in full screen so we can create a game, and then we can move around. And if I run another instance, let me just put this other instance here, and I can join this game. And you can see that if I move in this, that is going to be synced through the network, so this one is already implemented. And if I switch to here, we can, what is my git, let's check out what the git branches are. So load map, if I just switch to the load map branch, then what should happen is, well, updating the files. Now if I go back here and run, what you can see is that if I create a game, there is a start game button on the bottom corner here, and if I start the game, you can see the map has been switched out, so now we have a purple triangle, and then we can go back to lobby, and if we are back in the lobby, let me run another instance, and if I join here to localhost, then you can see that now we are on this map, and if I start the game, then the map has been switched out for both instances. So this is what has been done in that, and I will continue working. So I will use this because I will just expect this to be accepted, this pull request merged into main. Even if I have to make some modifications, the general concepts will not change. So this is what I will use for my further work, and I decided through some lamentation that I should start working on this character model, because and we can also just merge the work of Moxolix into this if we want to start working with the customization. And because he already has the skeleton, I think maybe the skeleton is already in this one too. Yeah, there is something here, but I'm not sure how this is implemented. So let's just take a look. And if we take a look at this scene here, we don't have, this is just an image. Oh, this is just an image in the original version. So we definitely need to get whatever Moxolix was working on merged into this branch. So let's start with that. So in the character import, I would like to ask Moxolix if I should go with my addition here. So can I just use this PR, because this will be much easier to merge. So I think we should go with this. I think I should go with this because otherwise I will have to handle merge conflicts with other things. So hope he will accept this pull request. Yeah. Alright, Moxolix gave me a verbal agreement in the chat. Is it verbal if it's written in the chat? So this character import, so if let me just check out my git graph. And my git graph tells me that this is the character import, and this is what? Where is my load map? So this is load map, which is quite, is it diverged from main already that much, or where is main? Main has, oh, because main has all these other things. Alright, so we will have to do a little merge cleanup before textual consent, I guess. Better use your transition handler, yeah. I think the transition handler, it's like we can change that later if we need to change that. So let me just create a new branch here. What I checked out the git graph is to see that this is what's in uploaded to GitHub. So this is in origin, that's good. My main is the same as upstream main. And we have an upstream character import. But I don't... Oh yes, because that is behind my character import for obvious reasons, because I added some other things and this has not been merged back yet. But what I have is the most up-to-date version of everything, so I can just create a new branch. And let's make it playable character. It's a very long branch name. So yeah, we have playable character, and let's switch to playable character, but tab completion helps me here. Oh, maybe maybe the transition handler did not exist when Moxalex created his branch, so that's why it was not used. Alright, that's a sensible explanation, I guess. So let's merge main into this first, I guess. And this was quite easy, but I have to sign my commit with my GPG key, which I recently started doing. So, what else? What other? So yeah, I merged in main, and now let me merge in character import, I guess. Need to get a YubiKey. Now I just made a GPG key because this way all my commits, if we go to my other branch, let's go to the character import branch, for example, you can see if I go click on this and we go to all my commits are verified on GitHub now, you can see, which is not true for those people who don't sign with their GPG keys. So that's why I did that. And well, I am not sure how that works with YubiKey, but whatever. This is what I did. So there is a very nice written tutorial on GitHub how you can do that if you are interested. So we have some merge conflict. Let's check the status. And both modified the transition handler. Sure. Everything else, a lot of new files. Bunch of new files. Anyways, let's not scroll back that far. What we need to do is check out the transition handler. So I think I can just do git diff if I really want to see. Oh yeah, this is a lot of things that I have changed there, and I guess, yeah, let's just edit this in Godot, why not? That should work, actually. So Moxalex has a YubiKey and does not use it to sign the GitHub commits. Well, I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to. So where was the merge conflict? Transition handler. Alright, and apologies to all the people who are watching this at night and get blinded by my terminal color scheme. Transition handler, that's what I was looking for, that's not there. It's here. Alright, so where are the merge conflicts? Okay, there are a few. Or is it just one? Oh, it's just one merge conflict, but it's quite a big one. Alright, so because I changed things up a bit, enter lobby and start game. This is how it should be, I think, because yeah, but start game does definitely have been changed. So let me just think about it. So change map. Oh yeah, this is when the server tells the clients to change the map. So that's clear. And the start game we have to use this start game, whatever this is. But yeah, where did this go? So I have to have There's this ready function. This just saves all the scenes that we should be using, so it saves the main menu just because that's where we start, so that gets saved here. The game scene gets instanced and the appearance editor scene gets instanced, and then sets the current scene as the main menu scene. That makes a lot of sense. Then we have this switch scene function, which we use to remove the current scene from the scene tree and switch to the next scene. Yes, so that's what we need to use in enter lobby. So just switch to the game scene and then load the lobby map, and the start game scene will be, or the start game will be the same. Oh no, we don't need to switch to the game scene when we start the game because the scene is already loaded when we enter the lobby. So this one will just be moved here, I guess. Alright, that makes sense. And the show main menu, and the only thing we can just worry about the order of the functions later. And the start game, that's all that it's going to... Wait. No, the start game should not... This not should be the start game. Yeah, this is the start game. Okay. Return to lobby, it's when we are already in the game, and just go back to load back the lobby map. That should work. And the start game function, we don't need this here. The enter lobby. So we have the switch scene that does this, and all of these things are implemented in the switch scene. That's what we need to do. We need to switch to the game scene. Yes. And then load the map of the lobby, but only once. Yeah, the transition handler was... I'm not sure if it was there when first started, but there was not much in it, I guess. Okay, so now I think I resolved all the merge conflicts here, but we need to test if I did this right. Well, I did not, because we are greeted by... Oh, maybe there is an error. Attempt to call function instance in base null instance on null instance. Why? So the thing is that we don't find the game scene. So is there... Why cannot the resource loader load this? Is there... No, this is in resources, game, and game.tscn. Why can't you instance it? Why is game null? This looks like... I mean, if there is no game.tscn, this function, this resource loader, should have given me some error message. That's what I would expect. What is in the debugger here? Game, and the appearance scene seems to have been loaded properly. Perhaps an issue with resource loader. Isn't the resource loader like a built-in function in Godot? I don't remember that we implemented anything with it. I mean, what issue could that be? Alright, let me stop the thing here. Let me just turn this camera a bit more. Didn't we make one? Yes, but that's not... I mean, if I just click on this, this gives me the help. Singleton used to load resource files from the file system. And load, that's what I use, load. Load the resource at a given path, caching the result for further access. The registered resource format loaders are required sequentially to find first one which can handle the file's extension, etc., etc. What on earth could the issue be here? Does it need .instance? Yes, this is how you instance. So the thing is that the resource loader just loads the scene and caches it, but does not instance the class, or does not make like the node itself. And this one, the instance, makes the node itself, but does not put it on the, the scene tree. The scene tree, that is, you have to like add as a child, and that's how that's implemented in the switch scene there. So this one just instances the node itself, but it's still not appearing anywhere. And this one should just load whatever is in game.tscn. Error loading game.tscn. Load failed due to missing dependencies. Alright, this is what's the problem here. The UI element suspectui.trs is missing. So that's what we need to fix. But what on earth happened to that file? Because here maybe there is something in this. I merged in that, but it seems like something gone missing. New file, new file, new file. Everything is a new file here, and there is no... It's all our PNGs renamed. Okay. Renamed, and there is a TRES. Suspect font main.trs. Oh, that has been moved. Alright, thank you for the help. So, we need to fix the dependencies, which will be... And Moxalex said it's in UI elements /assets /themes. And what was the name? Suspectui.trs. Suspectui.trs. Alright. Wait, we fixed it. Yes, okay. Open. Yeah, game seed, this is shouldn't be anything here. Okay. So let's try again. And now it loaded. And now I can change this character to whatever I want to. So let me just change it here and make it angry. Go back, it appeared here, and we can create a game. Well, start game does not work. So there is still something that's broken here. And that is starting the game. So let me check the transition handler. When we start the game, what should happen? Load this scene. Alright. The game scene should load the map. And when the game scene loads the map, it frees that and loads the map path and instances that, adds as a child, and then gets all the spawn positions. So this something is broken, but I need to find what's broken. So let's one of my guesses is that this is just does not get called, but let's check that hypothesis by, if I move around and then press start game, yeah, nothing happens. Oh, but when I press back to lobby, okay, so when I press start game, nothing happens, but when I press back to lobby, I get spawned to another position. So the issue is with the start game button, probably, which is in game TSCN, and this game start pressed. So this is very... Oh no, what have I done? Undo. I need to follow this, not disconnect. Come on, go to method. Alright, so transition handler change map. So we need to go to this change map function in the transition handler. Did this just... yeah, this is here. So if our state is lobby, then we need to start the game, and then current state set to map, and turn off new connections. And the current state is map, then we switch it to lobby, and after returning to lobby. So it's the start game function that does not do something properly. Should I just... yeah, let me just put a... what is it? Breakpoint over there, and let's... oh, very nice. Anyways, it doesn't really matter, but I just wanted to do that. Create, and I move here and press start game. Okay, so we are in the change map function. Are we in the lobby? So what is the current state? It's 1. What is states.lobby? I have no idea. States.lobby should be 1. Alright, now let's see if we enter. Yes, we stepped into here, so that's good. Start game is not called. I clicked step into, but the start game has not been called. Why? Because start game... where are you? Start game... oh damn, this is a puppet sync function. That's the problem. I forgot to check with that. So now if I create the game... oh no, this is what I name my server player. Yeah, okay. I should have removed this breakpoint. Start game, back to lobby, start game, back to lobby. And then let's start a new Godot instance. And let me just run another instance, join the game at localhost. Let me just go somewhere far away. Let me start the game, and we are spawned back at our position. And if I move this character down there, it appears on my other client too. And if I move with the server, it appears on the client. So hooray, I guess we merged everything together properly. We resolved... oh, what? Stop. Yeah, because once a player disconnects, it's not implemented yet what happens at that time. So just execution stops with a failed assert, just so that we remember that we have to implement this sometime. So let's go back here. And I guess the changes have been made. Alright. Let me just check the Git status once more. So we modified the game.tscn somewhere. Oh yeah, here. Alright, so let's add everything and commit. I guess I don't need to add any additional commits here, so... But why don't you remember my key? Okay, so... I guess we can start working on the skeleton, or the player rather. So let me just go back here so we can start working on whatever we wanted to work on. And that is going to be characters. So we have already from Moxolix we have this skeleton thing, and there is a problem. So I think I asked Moxolix to solve this, but I guess let's just maybe solve this now. And because the problem is this every what is this? Every sprite here is scaled down to 0.05. This is kind of our inheritance from the original implementation, and these are the kind of things that we need to solve. And the skeleton is hard to resize. Alright, then I think if it's hard thing to do, it's the best thing to do on a stream when other people are looking and can help when I get stuck. Because I think the problem will be that these positions are just super stupid. Trust me, I spent time on this, I trust you. And this sounds like a big issue, but this is something we have to do sooner or later. So the things, I don't understand why is the position this very weird number. The sprites are easy, the actual skeleton node is pain. Yes. I kind of expect that. I expect that. But could be even worse than my expectations, of course. Wait! This texture is 1. The scale... Oh, yeah, sorry, this is the node... Yeah, the node 2D is what's scaled, not the texture. This is just this makes everything difficult. You can press the little reset button. Oh, these ones. Oh, right. I managed to do that at the last one. Okay, so why on earth are everything in this weird position? Let's just put all the sprites to 0, because why not? Fence. And maybe, oh, because some of these, okay, so this is janky as hell. Top ones are tied to the skeleton. Oh. But the arms should... What are... Okay, so we have polygons, we have... I did this once. So I remember I had to just rework this whole skeleton once, because it was very janky already. So some of the things... Oh, okay, so these are... Okay, because these are under the skeleton. That makes sense. Okay, so I guess the sprites that are not under the skeleton they should be centered, or are these, what happened to these? Are these oh, these are not set to 0 yet. Oh no, now they are. Okay. It's really janky and confusing. Yes. So the thing is that these are sprites because these are not expected to be distorted, only moved and rotated, I think. But legs and arms and the body itself, but the body itself, alright. So how is this skeleton made? We have a skeleton. What's your position? 0. That's nice. And there is a spine which contains these 4 things. And it's already positioned, it's already offset somewhere, which makes sense because we need to offset these things. And I guess these offsets are calculated relative to each other. Alright, so I think the issue here with these two different things, well, this is a polygon. This is a polygon with a texture. This is a polygon with a texture. Okay. But we need this to work properly. And this is a sprite, and as a sprite, it's centered. And polygons, these are not centered. These polygons are just very, very weird. So what I'm thinking is that maybe this whole skeleton thing have to be just majorly redone, because this is really a big pain to work with. Weird scaling doesn't actually affect image resolution. Yeah, I know that. It's just, I just don't like janky things. I guess. So why don't we just because what are we so whenever we modify these ones, so these polygons are mapped to this skeleton, and then there is all this UV data and the vertex colors, whatever. And this is the thing that we need to. So because these are the UV points and this is bones, you can see here, if I click on like spine 0, you can see that the spine 0 is connected to these points and the spine 1 connected to those white. I don't know if you can see them in white, but those are the things that are connected to the specific things, and this one does not have anything to connect it to these bones. So I am thinking that maybe the better solution here would be to just remove this whole skeleton and do another one. Make another one that's just that we actually understand how it works. Because I think what happened here is that when I just made the sprite itself, or rather just made this player character originally, and I just put all the sprites together, and I was dumb, and I made this whole thing scaled down in the player character, and then the skeleton was made after on that by someone else, and then I had to redo something. We would need to rewrite the animations too. Are the animations in this? I think the animations are already deleted from this, aren't they? Or no? I thought that oh, there is the animation tree. For some reason I thought the animations have been deleted anyways. Animation depth. Where is the animation? How do I find the animation here? What? They are above. Oh yeah, there. Can I just... I don't know. Okay, something has happened. But where do I find... Do I double click? No. Load? No. Where are the animations stored? Okay. Okay, now something happened. So now I can see animations, horizontal move, idle, and resurrect. And these are... okay, yeah, I remember. So I can just click on these, and then time and value will be set there. And the thing is that this is for all the spines. So first of all, polygons. Let's start with the polygons. There's a polygon 2D. And polygon data. Yeah. Why are there so many points in this polygon? And why... okay, so this is what we should start... okay, no, cancel. So what I would want to start with would be fixing this polygon, because now we can... I mean, I don't see... what are these? I don't know. Polygon 2D has internal vertices, so it can no longer be edited in the viewport. Alright. So let me just select. Okay, because all these points... what the hell just happened? So if I select the polygon, okay. I cannot edit in the editor. So I need to open this thing. Grid, edit. Maybe the best thing would be just to make new polygons from scratch and just use something, because this is like, look at this, how weird this is. There is no system in these. Hello Z, welcome to the stream. Welcome to my hell, I guess, where I try to figure out how to make these player characters a little more sensible. Okay, let me just do this. I'll just add the child node, which will be a Polygon 2D. Great. And this polygon, no texture in this polygon. So, okay, I don't want to, I just want to make a polygon. Something like this. I have literally no idea how this works. Yeah, I worked with that thing. Oh, this is Polygon editor tool. No texture in this polygon. Set a texture to be able to edit UV. Alright. So that means that let's make this the body. So here are the assets, textures, body. And where is, how do I, yeah, I need to open this down and put it in here. Alright. What? Why don't I see this? Something very weird has just happened here. Material. Do I need to change the material? Oh, no, don't do this. No, stop. Okay. How does this work? Do we have a... No, we have light mask 1 and 2. I don't think that's important at the moment, but let's do that. Light mask 1 and 2. And then what else? Oh, because this polygon... Okay, so for the arm polygon, just this very small one. Material, the empty material is empty, but it uses the parent material. Alright. Then where are you? So I made a polygon, I added a texture. Why can't I see the texture? Wait, what? So texture cannot be centered. Okay, so that is what happened there. Alright, let's delete this. So these polygons cannot be centered, so maybe we just need to not center anything. And just yeah, if nothing is centered, why is there a gap here between the pants and whatever that is? Okay, so spine 1, 2, 3, 4, head. Left, alright. So this is What kind of bone is this okay, so that is very weird. So the skeleton itself is positioned at 0, 0. Why are the pants... So why are your pants low? Or is the t-shirt too high? Well, this cannot be too high because... I mean, something's weird happening here with the pants. Scale, offset, everything. Oh, position 0. Because we have transform here and then we have texture transform too. Why are your pants low? Yeah, that's you can write that in our, I don't know, devlogs as one of okay, so if I make a polygon, make a new polygon, so let me just see how big these sprites are. So if I make a new polygon now, like something like this. Okay, nice. And then I add texture this. Okay, now this works. And now I can edit UV and polygons. So what I can do is edit polygon and add the new points here. No? Okay, this is not a good idea. What is a better idea is to do... Where is the polygon data? Come on. Here. Polygon. Alright, so 0, 0, and then... What is the... This should be the title of the devlog. Your pants are... Why are your pants low? Yeah, so what is the dimensions of this sprite? Can someone remember? Was it like 720 by... No? Almost, I guess. I almost matched this, but maybe... Can I see... Sprite, what is this sprite size? How do I check how big this sprite is? Open. Oh, 168. Why do our textures have so much transparent space around them? Because originally we did not know how tall the how big hair you want, how big hat you want to add, or you know, just have to be able to just have space all around if we make new sprites. I guess that was the goal. So I just forgot the size of this. 768. 768. 768. Alright. And let's get rid of the UV and now the new body is where it should be, I guess. Because if you want to make like a sprite with, I don't know, big wedding gown or something, that you still have space around it for that. And I mean, some of the hats I think are quite high, so that's why there is some transparent space upwards. What we should kind of... Okay, so I have one polygon, that's very nice, I like that. Now what? Now we need to add create internal vertex. I guess that is what we need. Something like these, like points. And I want these points to be at sensible positions. I guess because most of the movement will be happening in the bottom part, that made sense that we had all these like more points in the bottom, and I will just hope. Okay, we can just have these two. Oh, come on. What am I? Okay, so I definitely, you can see that I don't really understand what I'm doing. But I'm doing it anyways. So let me get rid of these and let me just set up some kind of a grid that we can use to... Okay, so grid steps. So this is, we are working with the powers of 2. So 16 pixel grid should be nice. Surely the texture files themselves don't need all the space around them. Like, shouldn't a bigger image just render bigger on a character? I don't know, because... So this was the easiest way I could figure out, because that way you don't need to worry about placing the sprites in Godot. You just place the sprite, always place the sprites at the same position, and because you put the sprite inside the same size image, you just put the sprite wherever you want. You don't need any additional information on the position of the sprite inside the character. So that's what my reason was, and like it's PNG images, so I think it's compressed well enough that it does not mean it does not cause anything big, doesn't cause any big problems. Do I? No, this is not what I'm doing. What I want is create polygon. No, but this just changes the polygon I already have. No. I'm sorry. Okay. And how do I create? So if I want to create a UV, I can... Oh, I need to... What? Okay, so let's just create internal vertices. Which, I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is it 6? And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from here. No, that was 7 already. And then maybe let's make one right over that edge and one... Maybe no. Maybe make it a little more inside, so if there is anything that should happen. Oh, me. And then what that should be one in the middle around the nose. Welcome, Raisa Terozova. Is this a spam bot? I don't know. Are you a person? And then if I do this, I can just use my good eyes to match these things on the grid. And I think you probably don't see this grid well because I am streaming this at a very low resolution and low image quality. So you just have to trust me that I am putting these dots at the positions where they should be going. And then oh wow, I just tried out whether it really puts the things. Okay, so this is where we can make the polygons, but first we need to put the points down. Maybe I'm putting down too many points, I'm not sure. Oh, you can see the grid, that's nice. Anyways, here in the bottom, let's put a little more points, like every 4 lines maybe. And maybe we can also put some additional ones later. So this is kind of the least exciting part of Godot programming, but I guess that's what I signed up for. And now I'm trying to do this from memory, and I haven't done this in like more than a year. And I remember that once I read a tutorial on this. Maybe I can put some additional extra points right around here to make this area a little more flexible, I guess. Because this is where the arms and legs will be too, and I intend to copy all these points to all the polygons. So I'm not going to make this for each and every body part. I'm going to do this only for one and then copy it to everyone else. So, now that this is done, let's draw the polygons. So this is what does this do? So this is going to help us distort the image. So we can assign these points to bones, and when the bones move, the points that are assigned to the bones will move together with the bones. And these polygons will have to be drawn in. Maybe I can add a few more points here, just... Oh, don't do this. Just to make it a little better. So we need, and then we have the polygons, and that will tell Godot how to distort the image between the points, I guess. That's the easiest explanation if I understand it correctly. Maybe I can just leave these side polygons because this is going to be empty space for most of our textures anyways, so I can just do something like this here. There is a tutorial on this somewhere which I watched some time ago. Did I make a tutorial on this on my channel? I don't remember. So here I guess we can make this a square. Maybe these ones should be triangles. This one can be a square. Right, so these ones at the side. Come on. I know that the polygon needs at least 3 vertices. I misclicked. And alright, so we made few, what are the rectangles here? I called rectangles squares. My math teacher would kill me. Which one? All of them, probably. So, once we get really bored of this, and I hope it will look good and will be worth the work. Come on. I know I need 3 vertices, just let me click around. And I guess I can make this so, and this one like this, and we'll see that it just looks really bad, and then I will have to remake the whole thing from scratch. That's what's going to happen, as I know my own luck. So, someone tell me a story in the chat in the meantime, so we are not bored to death. Or should I just talk about random things for my viewers? Okay, so the thing is, no. There should be something to make these automatically. Come on. And if Godot 3 comes out, or Godot 4, whatever, next Godot version comes out, and this will be deprecated and I'll have to redo again, I'll get a stroke. Or something, I don't know. Can't I just like select 3 points somehow and make them a polygon? Yes, I think this is not a good idea. That one. Okay. So this is going to be an inverse Christmas tree in the beginning. Come on, I know I need 3 points. You already told me that like a million times. But if I click on the wrong thing, okay. How do I do the inside? No, that's, I screwed it up. So, alright, so this is like the best thing I can do with the mental state, I mean. I guess I can just do it like this. Maybe. Because, I mean, these points are just so that Godot can interpolate between them when distorting the image with the skeleton. So I guess these polygons can be a little bigger, no one cares that much. And I mean, we can refine it if it ends up looking hideous, I guess. The thing is, I'm just going to do this one polygon first and then try to do the skeleton with this one. Because if this is not good, then we need to see that as soon as possible, I guess. But we need to add a few additional points around here, I guess. Because this is where the legs will be, so... maybe I'll do this. And then draw. It's not like that really matters that much, that part. Come on, I know. Alright, so let me just tell you a story then. I just came back and I had 3 seats in a row for myself on the plane. I was very lucky. I could just lay down across the three seats and sleep. I never slept this well on an airplane. Let me tell you that. But now I am on mandatory home quarantine for 10 days, so I guess there is nothing better to do than click on the small points in Godot. And okay, we covered everything. Everything is covered here. Alright, so we can edit copy polygon to UV. Great. Great. Alright then. Let me make a new skeleton. Just so I don't want to modify the previous one because that works somehow. Skeleton 2D. What should I call this? Skeleton 2. Wow, nice name. And I need to add child node, which I guess bone. 2D. And how does this work? And I need to position this in the middle, which is, I don't know, the middle is, I guess, 512, but in this direction it's 512. No, I actually want the skeleton right down there, so maybe that it should not be in the middle. No, I don't want bone, I want the skeleton to be moved right around where your belt buckle would be, and let's make it nice round numbers. This bone 2D should be 0, I said 0 and 0. And how does this work, that this spine that we have here is like 4 things? How is that possible, that this spine is just 1 bone and it's 4 things? Okay, how can I... Bone lacks a proper rest pose. Go to skeleton 2D node and set one. Alright, alright. I want to do that. Default length 500, not 5000, just 5. Okay. This looks very inappropriate. Looks a little sus right now. How sus does it look now? Very sus, I would say. I don't know what these numbers mean. What do these numbers mean? And why do you have such a big bone? So, okay, let me just keep a little break and I will be back. I'll need to take a little detour now. So, let's I guess let's DuckDuckGo and Godot bone. Why are your pants low? Micro 2022. Yes. 2D skeletons. And I can see... Yeah, this is the tutorial I was doing. Points, polygons, that's what I've already done, I guess. Creating the skeleton. Create a bone 2D as a child of the skeleton. Put it on the hip. Usually skeletons start here. The bone will be pointing to the right, but you can ignore this for now. Okay, let me just increase the size so everyone in the YouTubes can see. We clearly found the answer. Well, no answer right yet. At the end of this chain there will be a Joe node. Yeah, okay. So you will notice that all bones raise an annoying warning about a missing rest pose. This means that it's time to set one. The skeleton node and go to the kid rest pose. This pose is the default one. You can come back to it anytime you want, which is very handy for animating. The warning will go away. If you modify the skeleton, you will need to set the rest pose again. Oh, alright. So, do you just okay, so here when we start adding the skeleton, pointing, keep creating bones in hierarchy and naming them accordingly. I mean, I guess this bone. Oh, maybe if I add a bone to it, like, so let's make it the hip bone and add another bone to it, and I move that bone somewhere. This is what happened. Okay, I know what's going on. Because we can add multiple bones to this one, and then the next bone can be here, and then we can add the new bone. That will be... Come on, not you. I want you. Alright. That works. Now I figured it out. All by myself. After reading the tutorial. But it's almost. So, bones. No. No, I want that bone. Okay, so how did the original version do this? Okay, so one goes up to the shoulders, and one goes, or like two goes up to the shoulders and two go down. Swing it around. Yeah, we are swinging it. So this should be the leg, and this goes to the shoulders. Let's give them a little nicer numbers, I guess. Just -220, -220. Okay. You will go there, and you should be the same as 0 and -150. So this should be spine, and this should be... Is it the left or is it the right shoulder, right? And this is left shoulder. And this is left leg and the right leg. Okay. Let's make them same position relatively, like it's 50, that should be 52. And let's make it 90. No, let's make it 85. And let's make... Maybe this... Yeah, this should be somewhere around the middle of the legs, I guess. Left leg -125. I think the left and right are backwards. So this... Okay, so we are not using the kind of... Okay, I can check this, I guess, here. On left... What is the left... Whatever. Left arm. Okay, so we... Yeah, alright. So we use it not to my left, but for the character's left. Yeah. Alright. Next. Bones. So they just had, okay, so 2 bones for, or 3 bones for each appendix, or what is it called? Not appendage, not appendix. Is it appendage? What do you call, like, the peripherals of a human? Bone. Bone. And more bones. that's 2. The number after 1 is 2. That's for sure. I remember that from math class. Oops. Appendage? Alright. That makes sense, I guess. And the last one is yeah, maybe this one should be a little more to the top, and this one could be like there or something. I just want to see the left arm well, so let me hide all these things. Okay, maybe this is a little too high. Yeah, let's make it just minus 200. Maybe this one could be a little to the left. Yeah, it makes more sense like this. We can move this even. Yeah, let's move this to 90. Then this to 75. And this one to 35. Looks good. Now let's copy this and paste it here. RARM 2. What am I? And rand. Do we have it bend at all? I mean, I would think so. I mean, when the characters move, their hands are a little flexible. And then we can, I think, if it's a little flexible, that's at least we can have some kind of idle animations, because we don't have idle animations. Alrighty. And the legs. Where's the left leg? Sprite. Oh, here it is. Let me add bone. And this is going to be right knee, and then least. Now we'll know what the hell is going on here. Come on, no, don't you dare move. Did we have like toes separately? I think we had toes separately. think we had separately. And this one should be longer, a little bit longer. Maybe this one can have a little, yeah. And now that we have all these, we can just copy and paste it to the left leg. I guess left leg is a little too much to the right. And everything else seems nice, we just need to rename them. I guess. Alright. We have a mature big bone structure, and now we need to add set, reset, overwrite rest pose. And now we have a rest pose. Yes, we have a rest pose. So now I guess I can move this skeleton up so I can try something out. So there is no need to change any of these. Wait a second, for this polygon though, what I need to do is material. Yes, much better. I almost forgot. Let me save this before my computer crashes and all this painful work is gone. I don't want that. Oh, what we're missing is the spine. Our character does not have a spine yet. How many spines did it? 1, 2, 3 spines, a neck, and a head. Alright. Alright. Do we need this many? Though, I mean, neck, and let's just make one head. What? No. And now we can go back to UV, and now bones. Sync bones. Oh, wait. What? This rest pose. First I need to overwrite rest pose. Nice. And Polygon 2D, this has to be... Ah, okay, I need to select the skeleton here. Assign skeleton 2. And now that we've done that, this is, and let me save this again, I just got very paranoid. So what we can do is hip, left shoulder, left arm, and then what other things, spine, neck. Okay, let me just modify this skeleton just a wee bit by putting the spine as the first on the list here, because sync, yes, much easier. So hip, everything down here, is for the hip. Then, okay, hip. And then spine is going for these points. Let's assign these points to the spine, except for what? How do I remove? Wait, what? Why are some white and why are some gray? I don't understand. I have all these white. How do I remove? How do I unpaint? Alright, this is how I remove. But I still have no idea what the hell the gray things mean. Okay, and then head, everything else is head, I guess. Maybe I can just make this head a little higher. Wow! No, I cannot do it anymore because the skeleton has been modified. Okay, you can see. Okay, let me show you. Now we can demonstrate what the hell I was doing for this, I don't know, 1.5 hours. So if I just type in 500 here, bam! Skeleton changed those things. Okay, this looks like a damn spam bot over here. You can see now, things get distorted. How do I remove a spam bot? Looks like me trying to comprehend this skeleton. Which one? This one? Yeah, this is like me trying to code OpenSuspect. And we can also rotate. Yeah, kinda looks janky. I mean, this looks okay. And then to a certain degree this is fine, I guess. Can we skeleton reset to rest pose? Great. We can, I guess, play around with these if we want to. Maybe we can add all these so the head will also have an effect on these points to some degree. Maybe the gray is, I don't know. Let's see. Let's paint some of these gray here. Can we do that? No? Oh, I need to switch back. Now I painted these gray, and for head and for the neck, let's paint this gray for the neck too. And if I am rotating these things now, yeah, alright. I guess this kind of works. And the scaling is fine, so I'm happy with that. Now what we need to do is just body. This body I can delete this node. Thank you. And this one is going to be the new body node. Now in all honesty, I don't know how this polygon is, but maybe I don't need to know. I just need to add, because truth to be told, if I can avoid doing this all over again for all the other things, then I'm happy. Because now these other polygons, like the right arm and left arm, I mean, the data itself is weird, or to some degree that's true, but at least the positions are all sensible, and now we have a skeleton that we can work with, so why don't we assign skeleton 2 to our arms and legs instead. Skeleton 2. And we need to modify the animations also. Okay, so this is fine. The other things, so what is the order of things here? So that's body, right arm. So right arm should be in front of the body. Right leg, pants, left leg, left arm. That makes sense. And all the other things like clothes, mouth, facial hair, face hair, and head/hair, which should be head/hair, not just head hair, of course. But anyways, all those could actually be no, actually just copy and paste. And the only thing that we need to change is the texture from body to a cloth texture or whatever. Let's make it this one, for example. No, this was the red, white red. Alright, white red, that's the original one, I guess. And now the UV and the skeleton and everything is the same for this. So now if I go back to my skeleton 2 and decide to fool around, then wait, what? Why aren't you also moving? Skeleton property of the 2D, Polygon 2D does not point to a skeleton 2D node. Why? You should be pointing to this skeleton too. Damn. Damn. Rest pose. Skeleton 2. And sync. Oh no, we lost all that information. Why? Why did we lose all that information? We delete this node. Okay. Copy again. Copy and paste. But not as a child node, but I want to the clothes and the textures to be this one. And now if I modify, yep. Okay, this is of course not what it should look like, man. This is not what we should be doing with this. But instead we should be doing this. Now, but this will be this is going to be easy to modify, I think. We just have to be careful to always copy the same polygon for all of these things, and they should work nice. So why don't I just make it nicer now a little? Let's just edit this a little, make it a little, so I can just make all these points here to gray. And the spine too. Make these gray too. And then spine. Make these gray and... No, not these. These should be white, I guess. Those for gray, and let's make these for... No, not everything down there. Only these, okay. The hip we can make these gray for the hip and gray for the spine too. And now Let's screw around with the... Yeah, looks nicer. Okay. What is this? What is this? Oh, just looks like some problem with the Godot editor. Anyways, so let's copy these things quick. Loads. Picture. Loads. Alright. Then what else do we need? Mouth, facial hair, face hair, head hair. Mouth. Facial hair. Face hair. And also head or hair. And texture for head hair. Texture for face wear. Texture for facial hair. Texture for mouth. And clothes body, we all have these. Alright. Alright, this is nice. Now we need to do the things we need for the animation. First of all, need to design the skeleton interaction for our other body parts, such as right upper arm, right lower arm, right hand. Okay, this looks reasonable. Well, we need to sync the polygons. So, right shoulder. What? You have all these polygons. Do I turn off snap to grid? Come on, work! Why don't you work? Skeleton 2. It's assigned to skeleton 2. What's your problem? I don't know. I don't know what's the issue here. I don't think this grid, it's not the grid thing, should have any effect on anything. And it does not. Oh, okay. So this is the problem. I changed this size, but it did not change the visual representation of this tool. How silly that is. So now if I move the right arms, on the right arm here, can play the guitar. Great. I mean, you cannot see anything because this skeleton. All right. I guess this works. Same needs to be done for the left hand. Skeleton 2. We need to sync the bones here and left shoulder. I mean, I guess I could move these, no, not you, the points to the grid, so at least we have that similar from left to right hands. But, you know, now that you can see how it's done, anyone can later refine these if it looks janky. Well, now at least we have nice whole numbers for everything, I guess. Alright, edit polygon to UV. And then now bones, left shoulder, left arm, left arm too, left hand. Alright. Is it the same as right hand? Probably. I don't know. And then we can do the same for the left and the right legs and the pants. Okay, how is the pants done? In all fairness, pants don't matter that much. I would not expect too much motion from the pants. So let's just keep it minimal. I guess. Oh no, I need to bone this. I mean, assign the bones. Here, and maybe these ones gray. And then we have the right leg and the left leg. Affect these, I guess. Oh no, I need to bone this. Okay, write this to the to the coding manual, to the OpenSuspect Coding manual. You need to bone the characters before adding them to the game scene or something. Alright. What else do I need to assign the bones to? Left leg and right leg. Okay, sync. Left leg will be affecting everything around here. Left knee will be affecting everything around here. Left foot, this part, and maybe a little of that. Make this gray. Alright, how do we look? If I go to the skeleton, let me just make it invisible. And then let's fool around with the left leg. I don't like it. We need to reset the skeleton first. So this one should have no effect on these points though, because that was weird. Back to the toe. Yeah, now it's much better. We can tap dance with our left toe now. left foot. Okay, let's reset to rest pose, and if I only move the foot, I guess we should not rotate this much. Left knee. I don't know how to implement the animations from this for these bones though. So that will be a very difficult task, I guess. Left, right leg. Sync bones, and I should just remember how the left leg was done, because I should do this very similarly. So everything on the top is the knee leg, everything in the middle is for the knee, and foot, and toe, and okay. Isn't this possible to have both of them open at the same time? No? No, it's not. That's a shame. So everything was white for this. This is for the left knee, except for, I guess, this, which is gray, and these two are grays, and then the foot. Everything here should be white. With this, no, not all of you. Those not, those gray, and then right toe, these are white, and these are gray. But not this one, and then right toe 2. Oh, no, this one was absolutely nothing. Okay, so now we have I think everything assigned everywhere. So if I move my spine, or like the neck, yeah, everything moves together. That's nice. And we have another spam bot here. What a shame. All right. Animation. Should I do the animation now? I don't think so. I think I'll leave that to a later date. Skeleton finished, except for the animation. And we will have to remove this skeleton 1 once the skeleton 2 is properly implemented. But what I wanted to do is not that. But now, problem is, this is the main menu. Okay, let me just main menu player, because this scene is not, because this was the problem, that this skeleton was blew up 8 times already. That's too much. And if I save this, that's still not enough because here, this menu player, this is just scaled 1:1. Now see if the character menu still works. Yeah, that's going to be the next thing. First I want this to be properly presented. So this one 0, 0 position, but not really, because we want it to be in the smack in the middle over there, which means this should be minus 512. No, this should be minus 512. I'm sorry. This is something 350 something. No, minus 350 something like this. But I don't remember. I can just open this and check. So it's 768, and the half of 768 is 384. Yeah, that looks about right. 384. Now this is smack in the middle. Now we're talking. And now we can size this appropriately, like half. Oh no. No, this is not how it works, apparently. Well, we can just size here. Always use this to set. This is where we should set the final size of everything. But now I need this to be smack in the middle of that button. And I don't know how to put this smack in the middle. Besides, I don't know, guessing. Yeah, I guess this looks fine enough. Now let's run the game. Set invalid set index texture on base null instance with value of stream texture. Alright, yes, of course it doesn't work. Because the nodes have been changed. But this is very easy to modify here. So we just need to modify this, I think. But it's not like I removed these, so these are still there. I guess I only changed one thing. So I have not removed all these things yet, but I can change. What are you doing? I made it easy on purpose. Thank you, I like when things are made easy. Body, clothes, left arm, left leg, right arm, right leg, pants. Everything seems alright for me. It works. It works. Alright. I just need to change that thing. And all these things I could have just done in the other branch and just made a PR to Moxfolix's branch, because all these things, that's UI elements, right? Appearance editor. Yeah, because here it's scaled 2. And now we don't need to scale it 2 anymore. We can maybe 125, 175, something like that. Let's make it 0.8. And the colors is what still is not available. All right. So I think time to make a git status. Check the git status. So we change menu player tscn, skeleton gd, skeleton tscn, appearance editor tscn, and main menu tscn. All right. So I think I can just git. Can I git stash this? Okay, so we git stash list. Can I list? Okay, so this one, I want to apply this to the other branch. So let me just switch. Well, what are the branches? We have a character import branch, so let's git switch character import. Well, I guess I should close Godot for that. Reload. Just quit the editor. Okay, so how can I apply git stash apply 0? And we still have the stash saved. That's good. And now that I applied the stash, we can see what have been changed, and I can just commit. No, then I'll git status first. And now that we have all this, we can git add all, git commit skeleton redone and resized animations missing. Let's be clear about that. And I need to sign this again for some reason, even though GNOME, whatever this is, the GNOME thing I have, should do this. And git push origin character import. Come on. Do it. Okay, and now if we go back to my GitHub, or rather, not mine, but the OpenSuspect GitHub. Not the issues, but pull requests, and now use transition handler. And now I added the skeleton redone and resize is in this pull request. So Moxolix, if you want to, you can just merge it into the feature branch and this resizing thing will be available for you. And going back to Git, so what I could do here, I still have it in my Git stash, all the changes, but instead what I want to do is to avoid any issues in the future. Let me switch back to my what was my branch name? It's a little complicated. So git switch to playable character, and let's just merge in the character import. And now I can okay, let me just check my Git graph. So now playable character has the resize skeleton, and the character import has that, and there is this stash that is something something. Wait, what? Merge character import into playable character and then index on playable. What is happening? Git log. Merge character import into playable character. Merge main into playable character. Merge main into character import. Merge branch character import. Alright. I have no idea if things are good or not, so we need to start Godot and see. Okay, this works. And if I run another instance and I want to join the game, and start the game, yeah, I think that things worked out quite well. Alright, so now that we've done what I thought would be the preliminary step for this whole day's work, but instead took up like more than 2 hours, let's open the character TSCN, and this is what we need to do is, why do we have a collision shape? I don't know why do we have a collision shape here. But anyways, we don't need this polygon anymore. We need is add a instance child scene, and that would be skeleton. And we need this skeleton, and this is where we should be resizing the things. Scale should be 1.2. I don't know, I'm just guessing. Something like this. But make it nicer numbers, and if I do this, things will break, of course. Because now we don't have the Polygon 2D. Alrighty, and in the meantime, Moxolix just told me that this has been merged into the feature branch. So, if you go to code and check out the character import feature branch, today's work will be there already. You can see verified. Verified. Because, to be frank, this Polygon 2D, that was just a placeholder, but we already used it. Is there any other place where we use this? Nope, only here, so why don't we just say skeleton dot something should be something. Also, before you finish the stream, can you pull down the other PR? What do you mean pull down? The one with the suspicious title. Oh, should I just test it? Alright, that will be the end of... I will just do this real quick, because it's almost... I feel like it's almost done. And check out the color picker. Alright, I will take a look at all these things. Let me just first quickly, hopefully quickly, finish this. Ooh, and this is not typed. Skeleton scene, that's, what is this? That's a node, I guess? Node 2D. And is skeleton. You use onReadyVar, alright. And then the Polygon 2D, instead of Polygon 2D. Skeleton scene, that should not be rotated, that will, okay. That will look stupid, but I will do it anyways. But it's not working because on base nil? What? Why is... Okay, when spawning the character, apparently alright, let me hide my camera here. And what is going on here? Why is a skeleton scene null? Oh, because that's an onReady variable. And it's not ready yet when this first happens. How do I check if something is null or not? Good morning. Hello. Szia. Szia, Széles Gábor. I've got a Hungarian viewer. What a surprise. Alright, let's create game. Yeah. Yeah, I told you it will look stupid. Oh, why do I enjoy this so much? And you can see that the rotation center is somewhere very weird. Alright, enough fooling around. Okay. Let's keep this for the full release. Yeah, because the rotation center is, I guess, over there. So instead of this, what we need to do is, how the hell do I make, like, if I make it minus 0.2, is that a way to, I guess, but not by the other. Yeah, that's... So maybe I need to rotate the character itself, right? So this is -1, yeah. Makes more sense. Makes much more sense. So instead of the skeleton scene, we don't even need the skeleton scene because we are... Maybe... Okay, but maybe we will have a lot of other things around that we don't want rotated, like the camera or lights, or maybe... Maybe I don't care. Maybe those things... Yeah, camera and other things... Should they be rotated? Yeah, maybe I have to add... Yeah, maybe I should care. Add the child node, which can be character elements or something. And we will put the skeleton and the name and the collision shape under this. And this collision shape is like very small, but I don't really care about that right now. I don't need to care about that. No collisions yet. Okay, so instead of whatever I was doing here, I need so and actually before just oops, something's wrong. Set index rotation degrees. Oh, this should be node 2D. Right. Change type to node 2D. What? No. What have I done? Bone 2D, no, node 2D. And yeah, much better. Great. So instead of angles, what we will need is a X scale. And X scale will be either 1 or -1. So now it should be working. But maybe we shouldn't change, just if I'm looking to the left, I shouldn't just turn to the right because I start moving up and down. So I guess if the look direction's up or down, we will not do anything. We won't change that. So let's finish this up. Oops, what the oh. Alright. Let's make it 0. No, this is not how I do it. I am so dumb. Set it to null effectively. Yes, exactly. And X scale not 0. Then now it's working nicely, and great. Great work for today. I think this is how I'm going to end today's stream. It's been already long, except for the things that Nox colleagues asked me to do, which I will. But first, let me just close. I wanted to show you the control graphs, control flow graphs. That's why this is open, but I'm not going to do that. Nah. Alright, not many things changed, but anyways. Why do you always ask me for my password? This is not how it worked before. I just started to doing this due to the stream. I don't know. And now that I've done all of these, we can just git push origin playable character, I think. And I will push it to upstream, so if I can. So we will have this on the official OpenSuspect GitHub. Okay, so if I go back to GitHub, we will now have the playable character branch. And yeah, these are the 3 feature branches that are working. And now, Moxalex, what did you want me to pull? wants to merge 20 commits into or what? This one? Come in blind, pull down the branch and explore. Do not merge. Alright. So this is, what is this? PR46. So, I guess let's just clear the screen and git fetch upstreams and pull slash, what was this? I already forgot. 46 add PR46 switch PR46. Alright, I downloaded 2.6 megabytes. Did I switch to PR46? Yes, I did. Run? Let's just run it. So this does not have the color thing. So what should I do with this? Create a game? No. It's broken? I don't know. Maybe I need to first open it in the editor, because yeah, it needs to re-import some assets. Sorry, that's what I first need to do that before I run it. Colors. Oh, very nice. Yeah, so this is what before, and there is no exit button, so you cannot exit OpenSuspect any other way, just by closing the window. Nice rickroll, I guess. So this is what you have to do after you switch to a different branch. You cannot just open and run the game, run the project from the project manager. You have to open it so it re-imports all the assets and stuff like that. And thank you, Moxolix. And let me close this one and switch back to main. I mean main. And then I can just delete PR64 here. So I don't get rickrolled anymore. Worth the 10 minutes. Yeah, I guess so. Alright, so before I go, let me remind you to subscribe to my channel and follow me on my social media. Let me just play this video one more time. It was also about 20 minutes work to make all this in Inkscape and Blender, because I like torturing myself, I guess. So, okay, thank you very much for the exit button has been considered low priority in my UI work. I accept that. No, we don't need everything to be about, you know, we don't need everything to be like quickly implemented. Everyone can just close the window. You don't need an exit button. Alright, so this is what's been going on, and I guess you can check out our whatever these are issues if you want to participate in developing OpenSuspect. And then, why would you ever want to exit OpenSuspect? Yeah, that's also a legitimate question. Okay, so this is the alpha milestone. I added all these issues to the alpha milestone because well, you can read the alpha milestones description. Working alpha will have all the required systems implemented, backend for everything, and prototypes for each thing that should be in the game. And the game should be playable in theory, but required assets, but some will be there, but sometimes as placeholders. And well, the map, we don't need to make the full map to have the alpha finished. We don't need to have all the tasks, and we don't need any kind of balancing for the alpha. So it's just the very basic game mechanics we are planning, or at least that's what I wrote, that our due date is June 30th. So if you want to help pick a side, I guess pick something here, I will pick this for myself, because I already started working on this. And all right, help us out in OpenSuspect. And I guess see you next time. I was thinking maybe I will do another stream today, an OpenXCom stream in the evening, but it depends on my mental state. I am very jet lagged, so I cannot promise you anything, but if you are following me on YouTube and Mastodon, you will know on time, and I will see you then, or maybe in another video, because I also have a video idea that I need to record. Hard to say goodbye, but I have to, so bye.